I met Arthur Barrow back in the 70s when he first came from Texas. He was at North Texas State, big music school, and he loved Frank Zappa, right? So he came out to L.A. with the express purpose of trying to get in Zappa's band, which he did.
Wow.
Within like 2 years of being here.
You know what? That's an impressive story in itself. I love that kind of tenacity.
Yeah, and I mean, he's an amazing musician, and became the leader of the band, basically.
Did you know Frank Zappa?
I did.
What was your opinion of him? Was he easy to be around, or?
Not especially.
He's
a little,
eccentric.
a little full of himself. No, I shouldn't say that. He had a big personality. Let me put it that way. He was like, he knew what he wanted, and it was going to be his way or the highway. But I never played in his band or anything. But I did jam with his band. A lot of the guys in his band.
Yeah.
He had a house up in Laurel Canyon, and we used to go over there all the time and fool around with Jimmy Carl Black and Don Preston, the guys in the first Mothers band.
Right.
Yeah. He had many versions of Frank Zappa after that. And the greatest thing about Frank was that he would get the really top musicians. He was like a real stickler for that.
Did he come after you at all?
No.
No?
No. I was in a band, and he knew I wasn't going to give that up. But I just did a tour, this Jimi Hendrix tour. It's called Experience Hendrix.
Yeah.
And Dweezil was on the tour. And so I kind of picked his brain about Frank and, how he grew up and stuff. And it's a pretty amazing story, man. Frank, at the age of 8 or 9, I think, was writing classical music and sending it to these composers over in England and stuff, and trying to get them to play it and all this stuff. Yeah.
That's impressive.
And he was self-taught. He went to the library. There was no music being taught in school for classical, and he taught himself to compose in the library.
Really?
Is that amazing?
That is amazing.
At the age of 9 or 10.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Bit of
that's like the
Mozart
kind of
going
thing.
on.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff Mozart
exactly.
would pull.
No, he was a genius, really was.
They come out of darkness, sometimes with thunder, sometimes with lightning. Their presence means death. The prison master is afraid of him. The guards were afraid of him. The town is afraid of him. Lucifer is coming for you. Rest easy, Jack Carr said in a low tone. You're in the final 30 seconds of your life. No quarter. No quarter. Kill all masters. Coming soon